There. Hopefully this isn't looping and everybody can tell me if it's looping or not. That'd be great since I can't seem to get that right anytime. No. Hello and welcome to the H&M Show. I am Michael.
And I'm Heather. And what does H&M stand for this week, Michael?
Well, this week again stands for heavy and metal.
Oh, that's right, because I'm talking about YouTube. YouTube.
We have our YouTube
week.
handy. That's right.
And it's heavy metal. Well, it's really not that heavy, but I can pretend it's heavy.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And you can see on screen that I have right here, you can see, let me just, we have the hairy farmer's daughter, which is who, Heather? Who is that?
That'd be Lynn's. That'd be Lynn's.
Don't miss the Tech Talk Michael Daniels YouTube channel, 8 p.m.-ish Eastern. There you go. I love it. Thank you for the shout out. It's awesome. You guys hashtag that, any tweets that you want to put out there. If you have a computer, you can do it on your Twitter on computer. You can do that. Hashtag. Mm-hmm. Or if you have a mobile phone device or a tablet or a Windows phone. No, I don't know if a Windows phone will do it.
I don't know. Do they even exist anymore?
I'm not really totally sure, to be honest with you. Hey, I do want to recognize some people that are out there tonight. Let's go right to it and bring in some comments right away. You can see Mr. John Brown. Hey, nice to see you tonight. We have Lon McClure. Lynn's, of course, is here. And it's what time, Heather, over there? Do you know?
Very early in the morning.
That's all. Enough said. We got Bill out there. I see Bill's there. Andrew's there. So we got a good bunch of crowd there. This is awesome. Heather's out there, or Craft Shack's out there?
I am. Yes, I am out there as Craft Shack. That'd be me.
That's awesome stuff.
And you're here too, Michael. I'm so glad you joined us today.
How are you? Good to see you. I love it. Little Brady Bunch effect there. I love it. We should, what do you think? Let's just get right at it. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, last week we talked about curb appeal, right? Curb appeal on your YouTube channel. So when people show up, you want them to not go, ugh, and run away, right? So we talked about curb appeal. Hopefully you set up your YouTube channels. If you had any questions about that, I would hope that you would leave those questions on last week's video. But this week we're going to talk about getting them to the curb. So we're going to flip through a little slideshow here and help you get them to the curb. So the first thing you want to do, I mean, you've been putting in a lot of hard work into your videos, at least I hope you have, and you really want to get people to see them, but they're not going to see them if you don't have things set up. So the first thing we want to do is head over to our Creator Studio. You can do that by clicking on your icon, as we're showing here, where the arrow is pointing, and then right below that,
did I go too fast?
No, you're perfect. Okay. I paused so you could click it.
I love it.
So right below your icon, when you click on that, it's going to say Creator Studio. You'll want to click in there as you see it there inside the red circle. And that'll take you to Creator Studio. And your dashboard will look something like this. You might not have all the tools that I have, but you get the gist.
But
then you're going to want to click on.
I'm just going to say, hold on. I noticed when doing this, it does highlight right to your dashboard, right? The red dashboard word is highlighted, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
I just wanted to say that because I wanted to say just one thing. Because I really don't know all this. I'm letting her do all the tech tonight. So I just
this is the one thing you're going to say. So from here on out, you're not going to say another thing. Everyone, I want you to mark this moment right now. Okay. All right. So once you're on the dashboard, you're going to then click the word channel. Okay. It's going to bring you to this page here, again, something similar. And when you're on this page, this is actually where you see what's enabled for your channel. So whether you have live streaming and all that kind of stuff is found right here in this section. When you are here, you're going to click the advanced, because remember, today we're talking about getting them to the curb. So we're not going to go into all the details for everything, but we are going to help you get folks to your videos. So once you are on the advanced section, you're going to focus on the channel keywords, okay? So now the channel keywords there, we've got them highlighted in a red box. This is where you can determine what words are going to be that people will search for that your channel will be associated with. So, for example, I work in mixed media, I work mixed media art, et cetera, et cetera. Those are the words that I would use. Now, that doesn't guarantee that you will be found just because you put those words in, but it will help over time as you do things that are associated with those keywords. It will help you get found further on. So this is all about building for getting them to the curb. Okay.
There you go. Hey, quick question.
So next we're going to talk. Oh yeah.
While you're on, I'm sorry. I just have a quick question. I lied. I am going to talk more. I'm sorry.
I knew it. See, did anybody mark it down?
Is this the same thing as tags?
Yeah. Tags and keywords are basically the same thing, but this is for your channel, specifically for your channel. So
awesome.
Think broader. What is your channel about? What kinds of things do you do with your channel? Not necessarily a video where you put tags about that specific video.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. I think broader and my stomach keeps getting broader. Oh, not that kind. Okay.
Yeah, that's a different show. This is all about tech. We're not doing food tonight.
All right, here we go.
All right. So next you're going to work on your branding, okay? And this is the little thing that, here, let me move out of the way. Let's see if I can. So this part right here, you want to make sure you hit branding, okay? And when you get there, you should have a page that looks similar to this. I've already installed my branding.
Sorry, I went
no, that's all right. You're fine. So I've already installed my branding. So you notice there's my logo there in the bottom right corner of what would be a video placement. And oh, look at me moving. Okay, so you're going to decide where you want your little logo to pop up on your videos and when. So that's what this section is about. And what this does is it allows folks who are watching your videos, no matter which video they're watching, to have a button that they can click to subscribe. So whether you want that to show up just at like the last 20 seconds of your videos, or maybe you want it to go through the whole entire video so it's always there. It is something that you want to be aware of, whatever you choose, because when you're doing your videos, if you have something pertinent down in that corner, then it will be blocked by your logo that you've placed there. So you need to be aware of that.
Beware. Hey,
Beware.
Quick comment here, if I can get the right screen. There it is. Bill has on there, how many tags should we use? Is there a recommended number so we have enough but not spammy? Who is spammy?
I don't know who spammy is, but I have heard that tags and keywords are unlimited.
Oh, wow. But you could probably over tag too, though, right?
Yeah, I think you could, because okay, so the caveat there is it may be unlimited. However, YouTube will not be pleased and will actually ding you if they find that you are trying to game a system. So basically, if you're trying to go with just hashtags that are trending or keywords that seem to be very popular but have nothing to do with your channel, they know that. They will find that, and they will
gotcha.
They will smack your hands with a ruler. You don't want that. Okay, so once you have your branding decided here on this page, and it's really simple because there's nothing really to control here other than when do you want it to show up. Okay?
Quick question while you're right here. I know this is just one. Can you do more than one? Like, let's say I want to do it at the end, but I want to. Okay, so it's one-time deal. Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah. How many logos do you have on your YouTube channel? How many profile images?
I got you. Understand.
There you
just
go.
One. Okay.
All right. So then we're going to go on to featured content. Now, this is really kind of a cool thing that sort of lets
I'll let you point to
advertise. Thank you for moving me around, but I'm kind of getting ill. Okay, so when you have your featured content set up, you're basically telling somebody who may be watching your videos for the very first time, hey, I've got something else you might be interested in. You're not doing a thing. You're letting this featured content section do it for you. So we're going to push on the blue button. So pretend that I've never set this up before. We're going to push on that blue button with the big red arrow. Go ahead and push on it, Michael.
I did.
Okay, good job. All right, so then
I got too many windows or screens. No, go ahead.
We get to choose most recent upload or automatically I can't read it.
Choose a video or playlist.
Right. So choose a video or playlist or most recent upload. Now this is going to actually go out to all of your videos. So you got to think about it. How do you want your videos to play to folks who may have never seen another video of yours before? Now, if you do your most recent upload, then they're always getting fresh, new stuff from you. So even if they're watching a video from almost 4 years ago, they're going to see what you did this week, what you posted most recently. So this is actually a really good tool to get them to see your new fresh stuff, and when they see that you have regular new uploads, they might actually subscribe to you, because a lot of YouTubers these days aren't uploading much. So click save. Of course you could choose a video or playlist, but I'm not going to do that. And then this is basically what it'll look like. So it gives you like this video placeholder, and it shows you your most recent video is going to play, and it will look something like this. It'll have the thumbnail, and then it'll have the title and a little brief description underneath there. So you can see that, right? It's got like those gray bars.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the thing you get to do is choose when will it show up? When will it display, hey, there's something else on there? Go back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. All right, so you get to choose over there on the right of the gray box, the display time, and then if you want
optimize timing.
I think it says optimize, right? Yeah. Optimize timing. So that's going to be based on what like a person comes to your channel, they watch like 5 seconds, and they click off. So YouTube's paying attention to that, and it says, you know, people are leaving your channel a little too fast, so maybe we'll put it in sooner, or that kind of thing.
That's kind of cool.
I don't really understand. Yeah, I don't really understand that part of it, so we'll just pretend that.
I don't either, but it's still cool.
All right, now I want to point out something on this page before we go to the next slide, Michael, and that is I have a channel ad. And you can see that there, because I do have monetization enabled, and I do use Google AdSense. I can actually have an ad that goes out to the world and tells folks what I'm doing. And there's rules about the video being a certain length and all that kind of stuff, but that's my ad right there. So
good.
All right. So let's move on to the next thing. Now, all these things that we're setting up are going to actually get people to watching your videos. Now, these things do take time, of course, but this is really, this page right here, Upload Defaults, is where you can save yourself a lot of time, as well as help yourself get more views. So we're just going to sort of take a look at this page. I'm not sure. I don't think that this slide shows all of it. No, that's one issue with what we have, the way we have the slides right now. But the things that you can change in here, and we're going to go into detail on exactly what you should do and how it should look in our community. But we're just touching on the things that you can change here. When you set this up, your upload defaults, you can make a title that will automatically come up when you upload. You can set up a description that will automatically come up when you upload a video. Same with the tags.
Yep, there's your tags. I see them.
Yeah, there are the tags. You can set those up ahead of time, so you don't have to think, okay, now what do I want to add in here? Now, this is one profile that you can set up for your YouTube channel. This means that you have all of your uploads will have this basic information in it, and you may have to change some things or tweak some things per video depending on the topic and so on. You can also change your monetization and all those kinds of things and make all of that a default. But if you have something called TubeBuddy, which I want to tell you about, I think the next slide will show.
It is.
Over here on the right-hand side, because I have TubeBuddy and I pay for this service, this is not the free version, I pay for the TubeBuddy service, I actually have multiple profiles. So I'm able to set up defaults for each type of video that I upload. Now, this isn't necessary for everyone, but if you are somebody like Michael, who has baseball and the H&M Show and TC Hangouts, 3 different profiles would be very beneficial and save you a little bit of time when you go to upload those videos. Now, this is different than live streaming. Keep that in mind. That's a different place to upload those defaults. But this is for when you are doing something like
uploading videos, like you said, uploading videos.
Upload an actual video from your computer or hang out on air.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I got you.
All right. So when I click on one of those profiles over there on the right-hand side, I think we're going to click on Watercolor Wednesday, maybe.
Yep. If I can get it, there it is. Okay.
Okay. Then you'll notice that the title changed, the description box changed a little bit, and the tags definitely changed because the order of which tags I want to happen with Watercolor Wednesday is much different than the order of Craft It Live. So without getting into all of the details of what I do with my own personal profiles and how I work my getting them to the curb, I just wanted to share with you some of the tips that you can use.
All awesome stuff, I tell you. That is awesome. That's what's cool. I'm telling you, this is really neat stuff. See, I learned, and just so, I just want to make sure I understand, okay? So I'm going to ask this. You can only do that, set up the different profiles using TubeBuddy, right? That's not a function of YouTube.
No, and I'm not saying that there's no other tool out there. I just only know of TubeBuddy, and I love TubeBuddy. So
okay, I wanted to make sure on that because I didn't want to, I just want to make sure that people that are listening, they understand that you can't just do that with the regular YouTube.
Absolutely.
There you go. Let's see. Got some great comments out there. John Brown says we specialize in everything. Too many tags. Yes, YouTube gets upset with tag stuffing. Andrew says. Tag stuffing.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's like for Thanksgiving, I think. I had some of that. Tag stuffing.
Yeah. Tag stuffing. Thanksgiving treat. Yeah.
That's right.
The world will be a better place, Lon said. And Bill's right. They must be relevant. And in today's age, spamming is really a popular thing to do, and especially with hashtags and all that trending stuff. But it does come back at them, and they do end up getting shut down for that. So make sure that you are doing exactly what you need to do.
Yes, and make sure it's relevant. I love it. Let's see, it can save a lot of time. Approximately 20. Mark mentioned the secret place. There's no secret place anymore.
Yeah, it's not secret anymore. It's just you got to know the secret handshake to get in. That's all.
And Mark
actually,
says,
you don't. You can actually go to the description of this video, and you can click on the community form, and you can. That's your handshake. I bet you didn't know that.
Sign up for it. Sign up for the show. Sign up for the community.
And then we'll be doing actually be doing a workshop on YouTube and going into these things and answering questions of what people might actually want.
That's awesome.
Things like what specific tags should I use, and how will this video rank, and stuff like that. We're going to be talking about those things in our community, just like the workshop that we did. Was it Saturday? Did we do a workshop on Saturday?
Yep.
That was really cool. Michael did a great workshop. You want to talk about that?
Sure, absolutely. I do, actually. I really appreciate the folks that were out there. I know Tom couldn't come in. He came in late, and I know he was wanting to know about it, who's in our community. And then we have Andrew and Bill and Heather came in. They all learned a little bit about Voicemeeter. So I had a chance to go over and talk about it. And listen, I'm no expert, but what I did is I showed them and made them understand how to use this, since I just learned myself after last week's show.
Can I share without giving too much away? I'm going to move it so they can't really zoom in on it or anything. I actually made a diagram based on what he taught us in the workshop. I think I got it now.
But that's what we want to do with this community. That's really what we want to do, is we want to provide a place for people to come in and learn about these different things and actually just hash it out. We'll record it. It's always recorded, so we can add that link into the community, so you always have it to refer back to. So let's say you're wanting to use Voicemeeter, or like she said, YouTube, and you're just starting out and you want to try and you want to test it. That's a place to test it, and that's really what we want to do. Things like that. So That's awesome.
Totally worth $10 a month. Totally. I mean, I think so. But anyway. All right. So
it is.
What are we talking about now? It's time for.
All right, so what I want to do now is I would like to go to, I'm getting it set up. I'll be good. Just want to make
You're
sure
doing good. You're doing good.
Just want to make sure I got it set up. So here we go. What I'm doing is I'm going to show you my phone again. This is another little tip and a little cool thing that I have, that I do. Let's say that I'm on my Google phone and I have an article that I have. Okay, an article. Let's just bring up one of these articles here. This is cool. I want to see this. But let's say I'm driving or something like that. What?
Are you sharing that with them yet?
I hope so. Am I? Oh, maybe I'm not. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's the only thing I'm here for.
Okay, cool. I appreciate that too. So I'm on my phone and I have this article from Android that I wanted to go ahead and I'm in my car. I really can't read it. I don't want to read and drive. So what I can do is I go hit the 3 dots at the top and I want to share the link. And this is called Voice Aloud. Okay, it's a loud reader, Voice Aloud Reader. So I can just hit voice. I share it with Voice Aloud Reader. Say that one time fast. And it starts to read it to me. As soon as I hit play, actually, it'll probably start doing it on its own. And I have the volume down on purpose.
The Android versus iPhone debate continues to rumble on. But one thing is certain, Google's phone software is more versatile and customized.
There you go. I don't want to go too much, but
wow.
I just think that's really cool. But I can sit there and read and listen to the whole thing and not have to worry about it. It is one of the coolest things that I have found, that I just love it. I find myself using it all the time.
Okay, so I've nicknamed her Miss G, right? Because I can't say it out loud. She'll start talking, right? So you're telling me that you can make Miss G read you an article?
This isn't even Miss G. This is the Voice Aloud. It just uses Mrs. G's voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, I love Google Assistant. Okay, she didn't hear me. I love her very much, but this makes her even more valuable to me. Voice Aloud. Got it.
I'm telling you.
Very cool.
I love cool little tricks and little tools and little things like that you can use and do. So that's why I wanted to share that with everybody and get that out there for everyone.
Oh, you got to go to comments, because Andrew just put one in there that I think might actually knock you off your chair.
No way.
It might. Yeah, it might.
All right, I'm going to it. Finally, a real use for a phone. I love it. Love it. Yeah, well, you know what, Andrew? There you go. If that's reason enough.
There's
for you
even
to get
more
a phone.
than that, but that's pretty good. Yeah.
I love it.
Can I use Voice Aloud? Oh, by the way, it's Voice Aloud, like out loud. Aloud.
That's right.
Voice Aloud for emails and stuff. Mark wants to know.
It is for all kinds of stuff. It's for emails. It'll read anything, any text, anything that you can share. If you can share it, you can, if you can go, let's say I want to share this body of text or whatever with whatever I want. You can just put it in and it'll read it. It's awesome. It really is. It's fantastic. I just love it. Sometimes I'm in the middle of, doing something or whatever, but I want to hear an email and something triggers me or an article or something like that. Really, really great tool. I love it.
That's pretty cool. It might not be useful if your wife is texting you some bad things that you don't really want other people to hear, but I'm sure your wife probably doesn't do that. I know I don't.
There you go. Do you want to do the A and Q right now, and then we'll finish with all of the news and stuff? Because I want to get to news.
there was a question that was asked last week, because we had mentioned we had mentioned Google Photos. There was a question about Google Photos and the syncing of Google Photos. And I believe Linz had asked, well, then what do I do with all the multiple devices that I have? If I understood that correctly, Linz. I believe the research that I did, because remember, if you ask a question, we're going to query it. That's what that's about. The research that I did says you don't want to turn syncing on for different devices if you don't want those devices to have those items. And there is a really simple way to do that. It usually means going to your menu in, I don't think it was Photos. I think it was in Google, and choosing Settings and then going to Syncing. And when you go to sync, you choose which devices you're synced to. If you see a device there that you'd prefer it to not be, you may remove it at that point in time. If you still have questions with it, go ahead and ask, and we will query some deeper thoughts on that.
There you go. I'm going to talk about a couple things that I'm going to put in the description of the YouTube after we're done, okay? But this is going to be kind of like a news section that we're doing, sort of, and it's kind of get you folks involved because I'm real curious about your opinions. It's stuff that I've read or articles that I've read and things like that. I wanted to just put these out there for you guys. And just see what your thoughts are. I'd love to get some comments out there, and you guys can talk and answer anytime you want. The first one is, how many Google Photos are in your account? Google account and click Photos. This is a little tool that you can do. The Android police put out, and it had a poll.
Wait.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Do I really want to know? Because I sort of don't ever delete any.
Well, yeah, I think you do. I think that's pretty interesting, that if you wanted to get that kind of account. And like I said, in the description after the show, I'll put, and in our community for sure, I'm going to put these questions and links in there. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. I just thought that was really cool that someone could actually track that. Or you could find that.
So is this like a link that you have to have? Is that what you're telling us, that you'll have that link for us, or is it? I'm
going to put it in the description.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in the description.
Oh, okay,
after the
cool.
Show.
Cool.
The next thing,
so see, goodies even when we're done, y'all.
I know. I'm going to put it in the comments so everybody can look at it later and all that kind of stuff. And then the next one is Google Sheets uses AI to do formulas. Okay, so artificial intelligence, Google's working on, and I wish Miss Sheila was out there because I know how she loves those. She just loves those formulas. Google is actually working on artificial intelligence to do a formula of something that you want to get done, and automatically do the formula based on what you're saying. Tell me that is not crazy.
I don't get it. Dumb it down for me. You know, I'm not the techie girl. Come on, I don't get it. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, like for example, you can have where you wanted to have a formula that would say, hey, do me a favor. I want to know what's the average price in this list of all of our tools that we sell, or something like that. Instead of sitting there equals average and then then bracket those those.
Instead of having to know the formula,
how am I dumb?
All I have to do is ask Miss G, and she'll tell me.
Exactly. Tell me that's not cool.
See, I'm telling you, I just love her. Okay. Wow. If they're making her that smart, that's pretty impressive.
That's funny.
So, basically, you know what that means to me, Michael? I mean, I realize I'm cutting into your segment here, but you know what that means to me?
What are you talking about?
That means to me that I soon won't have a need to call you anymore to say, what's the formula I need to do this?
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you made me choke. That was funny. Okay, so new Chrome 59 has a new material design. A new material design settings page. I believe they're actually working on, with this new Chrome as well, this is crazy. They're working on a PNG, like, you know how there's animated GIFs? They're working on an animated PNG. For those of you that don't know photos, like JPEG and GIF and all these endings of those are all photos, and PNG is one of them. They're working on animated PNG files in this process too. Kind of crazy.
Animated PNGs.
I know. That's what I said.
I'm trying to think of what it would look like. I mean, does this mean it could be like a transparent floating KS that could twist and move?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't know, but and my last one,
animated PNGs.
My last one on a personal note, because I saw this out on somebody was out.
Oh, wait, is this Game of Thrones news?
No.
Oh, no. All right.
No, but I'm
still listening. I'm still listening.
Well, I guess it could. No, it's not. Not at all.
No.
I want to know from you folks out there that are in the audience, and I'll leave this running at the end for a little bit to give you time to answer. I want to know who your favorite computer rivals are, okay? And what I mean by that is like Apple versus Microsoft, Chrome versus Internet Explorer, or, whatever. Even if it's a computer making model, if big rivals. Who's your favorite? And tell me why. Tell me a little bit about, or who do you think is the biggest? In your eyes, who's the biggest rival? It's just for fun. I just wanted to do it. I saw an article out there where they were talking about it, and I wanted to throw this out to you guys who are in the audience. And you guys can, even if the comments are gone after the live show, please put your comments in below the description. You're going to see the description on the YouTube video, and then down below there'll be a place for comments, and you can leave those comments afterward. Who's your favorite? I want to know right now, Heather. What's your favorite rival?
My favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean, when you say favorite, are you asking me like things that I like? Or are you saying who I think are the biggest?
There you go.
They're in the biggest competition with each other. Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean. Yep.
Well, I will tell you, I have an Apple iPad. I mean, there's no other iPad. I have an iPad. I have a Pixel phone. I have 2 Chromebooks, and I have a PC, which is I have a Asus, and I have a Windows 10 HP laptop. I also have a car alarm honking out there too. But in all of those, I think the one that causes the most grief is Windows 10 whenever I try to use Chrome.
Wow.
So I think that Windows 10 absolutely hates and despises Google so much that they've made my Google Chrome not work and continually tell me that my battery would last longer and the whole world would be better if I would just use Edge. So I think I'm telling you, these are the things that pop up whenever I'm using this stupid laptop. I mean, the most beloved laptop is what I meant to say.
That's funny.
It actually drives me up a wall, to be honest with you, because these stupid little pop-ups come up and my battery is draining in the meantime. It's a real pain, actually. But yeah, that's my opinion. You got it, whether you wanted all that or not.
I did want it. All right, let's jump into, and we'll let it go. We are going to sneak a peek at next week is what we want to do. Next week.
We can do that.
We will be, I will be talking about Google Drive.
I'm so excited about this. Okay, sorry.
No, you're all right.
Okay, let me tell you why I'm excited, Michael, before you go into it. I'm so excited because I have been so curious about those cars that the driverless cars that go around taking pictures. So I cannot wait to learn about Google Drive. This is going to be amazing.
Excuse me, Google Drive? Wrong Google Drive. This is Google Drive for your files and stuff. There's no driving involved at all. So you don't even need a license.
All right. Well, I'm not that excited anymore. It should be good anyway.
It might be. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I know a lot of people ask questions about it. I'm going to have some cool tips, tricks, some things you can do, some things to help you get organized with it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I will be paying close attention to that.
Most of that will probably be just deleting a lot of your stuff. No, I'm kidding.
You're probably right. You've seen it. I've screen shared with you before, you know.
So that's what we're going to work on, folks. I'm going to leave this on for a little bit. Some of the things, feel free to add your comments in here. I'd love to have some of your comments. If you guys have any questions for the A and Q for next week, throw your questions in there. We'll try and get them answered as best we can, okay? And remember, after the show today, we invite community members. We actually have about 4 members now. We'll invite those 4 members into the community after the show, and they can come in. We'll have an after party or after show or after hours, I think I called it. Happy hour or
sure,
something.
We'll call it whatever you want to call it, boss.
That's right. And then we'll, but I really appreciate, I want to say I appreciate everyone. Just remember, folks, this is always free on YouTube because they can't charge for YouTube. We want to help people.
Not yet. We're working on that.
We want to help
kidding.
people.
I'm just kidding.
We want to help people. We want to, and that's really what our goal is. And then the community is designed for you a place for you, a repository for you to be able to come in and get some stuff answered and do some fun stuff behind the scenes and things like that and get some questions done. I know I worked with Tom a little bit, and Tom, I worked with him today on some things that he was having on a spreadsheet with formulas and stuff like that. So,
wow.
That being said, Heather,
Very
do you have anything else?
He got you all to himself?
He did.
How much does that cost?
No, it's all same in the community. That's all it is.
It was all part of the week, all part of the monthly fee? Wow,
yes.
That's a deal.
Yes. And I just want to tell everybody, we're going to do these on some Wednesdays.
Yeah, some Wednesdays, not all.
That's right. And
are we telling them which ones we're not doing it?
No, that's a secret. And
good, because I'm not sure yet.
We're going to do it at 8-ish o'clock. All right. But it's always what, Heather? And then we'll go to the closing.
Oh, wait. I have a cue card for that. It's always Eastern, everybody.
Eastern. There you
always
go.
Eastern.
Thank you, folks, for coming.